Hello, hello, I am Ghost. No, nobody? I'm your host for the next short while, and god damn it am I the host with the motherfucking most. So today, what is it that we're talking about? So many things out in the world that we can be talking about right now. Like Elon Musk saying Trump was on the Epstein list. Oh yeah, so many things. We're talking about disturbing Flash games. So, Flash games, remember them? They were kind of in my era. I was kind of toward the tail end of Flash games, admittedly. Like I wasn't hanging out in high school playing Pico's School with the homies. But, you know, it is what it is. That doesn't mean that I didn't have my Flash experiences as a kid. And, you know, playing them is nostalgic to a degree for me. Of course, Flash games are usually a little odd, and oftentimes they're either as adult as possible without being, you know, just porn, or as child-friendly as possible. I went in the direction of the disturbing horror content in the world of Flash games because, well, really, that's the theming of my channel, fucked up stuff. So that's exactly what I did. I found the fucked up stuff, them fucked up funky dunky Flash games of the old internet. Newgrounds culture fucking rocks, bro. Whack your boss. Have you ever really wanted to kill your boss? Like the I Hate God song? Yeah, I think that a lot of people that have worked a job at some point in their life has wanted to inflict something horrible upon the people above them which dictate their, what they do. Right? Well, hey, now you can unleash all that anger without actually hurting anyone. Welcome to Whack Your Boss, which has become more than a Flash game. There's a handful of versions, but it began as a Flash game, and let me tell ya, isn't it just lovely? All it is some guy is working in his little cubicle, and suddenly the boss walks in and starts basically telling the guy you're bad at your job. So, you, the guy who is on the receiving end of this barrage of insults and criticisms, decides, fuck it. Let's just end him. And you have a lovely selection of things to end him with. From a ruler, to a flower vase, to, you know, throwing him through the fucking wall. It's really as simple as that. All you do is you listen to him talk, and when you feel like you've had enough, you click on something. He ends his boss, and then he does, truthfully, whatever he feels. Though, it seems as though the vast majority of the time he pops in some earbuds and listens to some, unique meditation. Have you ever wanted to kill yourself? Don't do it, first of all. But, if you really want to, let me tell you a good alternative. Let out all your fucking anger at Orange Roulette. Oh man, isn't Orange Roulette just an absolute blast?
Nice! Why do I look so sad? This shit is
Because
out
you just
of
shot a guy.
I don't fucking care.
Okay, Orange Roulette. What a lovely little game. Have you watched that one video of that guy with a badly drawn avatar who's like, whoa, Orange Roulette? And then he makes it seem like it's like the most fucked up, traumatizing experience of his entire life? That's not the case. Orange Roulette, you know, like on one hand it's trying to be kind of grim and dark, and truthfully, it kind of succeeds at doing that. The music, god damn, it's not only extremely just well done, but it sets a very off-putting tone. But outside of that, the persistent fruit-related puns kind of keeps it from getting to the degree of, whoa, this shit's fucked up. Also, the fact that your head's a fucking orange.
Oh shit. My good friend Dr. Eyeball.
If we're just gonna be like, any game where you point a gun at yourself is incredibly disturbing, then I should be like, oh man, buckshot roulette, dude, that shit's so fucked up. Truth is that, yeah, okay, it's definitely not the most, heartwarming game, and it definitely has its off-putting moments. But the truth is, it's just a very Newgrounds-coded, edgy game. It's interesting. I think it's worth checking out. You know, it doesn't take long to play, and seeing how the your opponents progress and debating whether or not, truthfully, you're just in a very, very bizarre world or you're just simply going insane. It's an interesting little experience. That being said, gameplay-wise, there isn't really much to it. It's just RNG. Yay, I guess. The game's fine for a Flash game. Check it out, maybe? That's about it. I really don't have all that much to say about it. If you think that this is the most fucked up thing ever, well, congrats. You're in the same little group as the guy who somehow stretched out a video about this Flash game for 20 minutes. Longer than it takes to beat the game. Just go beat the fucking game.
I want to see what Orange Royale is since that was so easy.
So easy, you died fucking.
Ah, yeah!
Okay. You suck.
The Ugly isn't a very good game. Okay, so I get that it's supposed to be this incredibly tense fucking horror experience, but oh my god, is this mind-rottingly I don't even know, man. It's just so ass. There's really nothing else to it. You know, I mean, first of all, I love seeing this extremely fucked up horror game about a sex-crazed serial killer open with this beautiful animation.
And then I'm like, hello!
Yeah, that's a really good way to set the tone. And then, oh man, there's blood on my door, and I'm just gonna hang out, and oh, yeah, I'll just watch TV or sleep on the couch. Yeah, sounds normal. Basically, the game lacks any logic whatsoever. Puzzles are entirely just fucking bullshit.
Open.
This game fucking sucks! Is there even a way to win?
Toilet paper.
It's like, whoa, man, that's fucking crazy. If I turn on the sink and I see an eyeball, I won't scream. But if I open the toilet first and see a decapitated head, I will. Now, I understand that there are definitely different levels of disturbing. But I'm just saying, I think I'd be pretty fucking perturbed by the eyeball which comes out of the drain of my sink when I'm just trying to wash my hands, right? I'd be a little bit uncomfortable with that. But, oh man, as long as you just take a, you know, a nice deep breath, you'll be fine. And hey, when I see a decapitated head in my toilet, you know what my first reaction is? Reach into its mouth. Man, I love you, Dad, and I'm really sorry that you died, but I think I'm going to need that key. Alright, so you get the key out of his mouth, you open a door, and then, hey, you can go and say hi to your mom. And die. Unless you did something correctly at the beginning of the game. But you can get to that point as many times as you'd like, and nothing indicates that you're doing something wrong. That's cool. The sheer amount of times you'll die for nonsensical reasons is lovely. Like, if the killer hears that you're in the house, he will run from a room which is covered by 2 doors he has to get through, okay? Both of which are confirmed to be closed as you play throughout the game. If you turn on the TV at the beginning of the game, guess what? You're in the living room right by the fucking front door, but you know what? Hearing the sprinting and 2 doors opening, accompanied by the fact that you found blood on your wall and neither of your parents are home for an unknown reason, yeah, you're just gonna hang out and die. You're not gonna leave or run or resist or anything. You're just gonna die. Speaking of, the game will have these moments in which it seems like it's kind of brutal with, like, you know, or looking at the decapitated head in your dying mother's body. But, you know what? Let's never actually see a single one of your deaths. Ever. It's too much effort. And why is the phone louder than the bombing of Hiroshima? Yet turning on the sink isn't loud enough to do anything. In fact, it's entirely silent.
That is a loud phone. Oh boy.
The game's just bullshit. There's no way that you're going to just easily come to a conclusion of what order you need to do different things in order to successfully have your dying mother hand you a firearm so that you can shoot and murder your opponent. Yeah, it's a fighting game. Mortal Kombat, but the Ugly. The Ugly, now in Dead by Daylight. But seriously, it's just a really, really dumb fucking game. And it's not worth it. Everyone's like, oh man, this is really gnarly for the time, and it's really good at actually building suspense and stuff. I felt nothing besides annoyance.
Why would I turn on the blender? Let's find out. I like how one of the options is just turn on an empty fucking blender. Like, my autism takes over, and I'm just like, I gotta do it, I gotta give in.
Azumanga daioh drug lord sim or whatever the fuck it's called. Hey, you know that lovely little anime series Azumanga daioh? You know, the one with the oh my god. Yeah, that one. What if you were a disgraced drug lord without minions to brag about? So you go to the bar, get wasted, and suddenly run into this random high school teacher who says contact you about 300 times, cause this game isn't for kids, man. Anyway, so this high school teacher whom you've never interacted with and is blackout drunk's like, yo man, word on the street is you need minions. I have 3 high school girls that really want to be drug lords. Pull up. So you do. And you have to train Osaka, Tomo, and Yomi in how to become awesome at trading guns, armed robbery, and drugs. Selling them, that is.
Trading guns. Trading guns. I just really appreciate the Second Amendment.
But you know, by night, you can also train them to be a good stripper and junkie, which is one category, by the way. Or praise them to increase their health. I have no clue how this game functions, to be honest. When you click on them throughout the day after you assign them things, and when you click on them, there's a chance they'll level up. I don't know if level 4 is the max for their skill in every category, but I could never seem to really get past it. Sometimes you'll have people visit, which will be like, yo, let me train these people for free, man. I'm hooking you up. And that happens for about 2 seconds.
Gio, it's like, I want you to tell me how much your smack is. I don't know, sorry. Not good enough.
But the vast majority of the game is reading the same dialogue over and over. Oh, and also, it's, you know, sexual.
Okay.
And puts the dog collar around her neck.
Yeah, if you've ever wanted to see Osaka from Azumanga daioh wearing a collar and topless, unfortunately, this is the game for you. Aren't you all terrible fucking people? So, you know, that's really why it's here. Otherwise, it would just be a silly, goofy edgelord game. But the truth is that this is basically a porn game, which was seemingly made by, like, a fucking middle schooler who really thought that swear words were fucking awesome.
Hey, Jacob.
Hi, this is Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah. The Bill Cosby fun game, or whatever the fuck it's called. It's that. You, get pudding, you hand out pudding, and then while they're eating the pudding you're holding out, by the way, this is in the aftermath of the rape trial, then, you know, you hand out pudding, and they take pudding, and then you whip them with a camera, and then you dump their bodies, and you kill people, and when you kill them, you get cash. And you can use the cash to upgrade your stuff, eventually make a phone call, which I didn't play long enough to get to, because, oh my god, there's nothing to this fucking game. Yeah, no, that's really about it. I'd love to tell you more about it, but truthfully, there isn't anything to this game. I just wanted to mention it, because I find that the fact that this exists is, A, the most newgrounds shit ever, but B, just really fucking funny. The game itself isn't even funny. Me talking about it probably makes it sound a lot goofier than it is. It wants to be funny, it isn't, and it wants to be, like, kind of fucked up because, like, oh man, you're killing people and you're playing as Bill Cosby. But, like, it isn't. It's just a really dumb, really newgrounds game where there isn't really any real substance, which I know these are Flash games, but some of these games actually have substance.
Okay, so I am here to talk about Exmortis. So basically, in this game, okay, so you're just walking, you're just doing that, just like in the Ugly, you're just doing that, and you stumble across this house where people died, and you enter it because chilly. You search around and you find four dead bodies, and stop. And there's 3 books about some weird demon shiz. And
Whoa! What type of demonic shiz are we talking about?
I genuinely don't know what it And then you have to say howdy to a ghost girl, and then when the basement opens, you can grab an axe, and then you decapitate whatever the hell this thing is, and then, a ritual starts, and then you run away, and that's the end of the game. The gameplay of this is, I'm gonna be honest, pretty shite, to say the least. It's a point and click, but it's like my least favorite type of point and click, where the logic is, well, if you keep on clicking, eventually something's gonna happen. And yeah, eventually something happens, but I'm gonna be honest, in order to beat the game, I had to watch a 13-year-old Markiplier video, so, that's fun. When it comes to disturbing factor, this game was not disturbing at all. In fact, I think it's like negative disturbing. Like, I've been scared more at Five Nights at Freddy's. The only technical jump scare in the game is when the little dude runs at you like this, or like when, the voices are just like, remember, and, and like, that's nothing. Like, at least with, FNAF, you got like the Freddy doing like the, yeah, but, I'm gonna be honest, I forgot the name of the game again. Whatever the hell it is, it's pretty bad.
Okay, brother's stupid and mentally disabled. I want a rock. I want 3 rocks.
You gotta collect the chaos emeralds.
I want to oh, that's like ore to get their family to be rich. Oh, he puked up a wood man. A clansman?
Okay, so 2 segments ago, that it was the Bill Cosby Fun Adventure, and I was like, yo, listen to this game, and it doesn't have any substance. This is an example of a Flash game which does. Gretel and Hansel is, visually speaking, one of the best Flash games ever, because it's got an incredible style, but it also has half-decent sound design, considering it's using free sounds and it's a Flash game, and half-decent music. Plus, the game's pretty creative and willing to be fucked up, because, you're playing as children, and if you fail something, you die. So, chances are, at least once, you'll see a little girl get horribly killed.
Cool dead kid.
Gretel and Hansel. Basically, you follow Gretel, and there's also your brother, Hansel, and he's a little bit special, so he stays in the room. He doesn't really need to help. Anyway, you're trying to find rocks, because it's going to play into the way you prevent your parents from abandoning you and ending your lives so that they don't starve to death. And so you have to do puzzles to find these shiny little rock things. But it doesn't really accomplish all that much, truthfully. I don't really know how this was supposed to help. I don't know if it was supposed to be, like, valuable to the... I don't know. Like, the rocks never really help anything. But hey, you get to do some interesting puzzles, like, oh man, when you knock down a beehive, there's bees. Who could have guessed? And they're making it so you can't get your little collectible thingy-majingy. So you know what? Go into a different area of the map, eat a mysterious mushroom, go back to the bees, and belch at them, causing them all to die. Okay, so maybe the puzzles aren't exactly the best always in this game, but truthfully, any Flash game which actually makes use of controlling your character with WASD gets some points in my book, because oh my god, there were so many point and clicks in this, and it really feels like this game was, like, supposed to be a point and click almost, but nope, WASD. Cool, I'll accept that. The game itself isn't the best, but all things considered, for a Flash game, it's pretty decent. There's a good handful of deaths. There's actually, like, real things to do. And again, the visuals are definitely the strong point here. They're genuinely very cool. So, hey, I only played the first in the series, but I'm looking forward to Gretel and Hansel 3, and I'll be playing the second one soon. So, am I stupid for any of my takes? Am I really misunderstanding what I'm supposed to be collecting in Gretel and Hansel? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, otherwise I won't know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit negative, I apologize, but truthfully, in a world where games have come so far, Flash games are nostalgic, but the truth of the matter is, even the best of Flash games are kind of like playing a Roblox game. Like, yeah, they're fun in that moment, but is there any reason to really play them beyond nostalgia and momentary entertainment? Not really. There's better things to do with your time, and whether you want to support independent developers or big, scummy businesses like Nintendo, that's up to you, but truth is that, generally speaking, you can probably get a lot better games for anywhere from free to, $80 for a game, released by Nintendo. So, I don't really find much of a real value in these games, but hey man, if you have memories with these games, I respect it. And if you really like these games, that's great too. Again, let me know if there are ones I missed. Obviously I missed some big ones like Pico's School, and maybe I'll do a sequel. But for now, thank you for watching, and I wish you the best.